Good evening. Welcome to the WHS Class of 2005 Academic Awards and Scholarship Night. Representative Maselli's Chief of Staff, Tara Coakley. Members of the school committee, Mrs. Joan Duffy, Mrs. Peggy Kane, and Mrs. Kathleen McFadden. Central administration staff, Superintendent of Schools, Mr. William McAuliffe, Assistant Superintendent, Mrs. Joanne Benton. Building administrators, Principal Mr. Eric Tracy, Assistant Principal Mr. Michael Nee, and Assistant Principal Mr. Stephen Lynch. The scholarship presenters. Members of the Wilmington High School faculty. Honored guests from the class of 2005.
I'd like to call up the class president, Mr. Clayton Hund, to do the Pledge of Allegiance for us.
I got it. I pledge allegiance to the flags of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing while our choir sings the Star Spangled Banner, led by Mr. Jason Luciana.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? Whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Please be seated.
I will sleep
Thank you very much. It's tough to beat a harmony like that, but it's a great way to start your night. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome all of our parents, grandparents, friends, relatives, and I'd like to thank in advance all of our presenters for their generosity and their time on behalf of our 2005 graduates here this evening in the Scholarship and Awards Night. Without further ado, we're going to start right into the scholarship session. The first scholarship is the AIM Access and Mandatory Scholarship to the amount of $500 to Mr. Anthony Azevedo. To present our next scholarship, I'd like to call up Mrs. Marlene Moran.
Analog Devices is pleased to award two $1,000 scholarships to Brian Giambardino and the second scholarship is to Catherine McMahon.
I'd like to call up our next presenter, Ms. Jennifer Hike. I did it right. I had to ask.
I'm presenting the Kay Barry Memorial Scholarship. It's with great pride that I stand before you tonight to present the first annual Memorial Scholarship for Kay Barry. She was a teacher in Wilmington for over 40 years, primarily a first grade teacher at the Shawshene Elementary School. After retiring in 2001, she continued to dedicate herself to the field of education. She volunteered her time at the Shawshene School, taking students under her wing and supporting her fellow colleagues. She loved teaching and never lost her passion to help children in a warm and nurturing environment. She always went out of her way to find the one thing that made each of her students shine. She made it a goal each year to bring out the best in each and every child. In January, she passed away from a 4-year struggle with cancer. Her smile is greatly missed in the hallways of the Shawshene School, as well as throughout the town of Wilmington. Based on Ms. Barry's passion and commitment to the teaching profession, we felt it was only appropriate that the recipient of this scholarship be a student entering the same field. One of the students who applied for the scholarship quoted William Arthur Ward in her essay. The quote read, "The mediocre teacher tells, the good teacher explains, the superior teacher demonstrates, and the great teacher inspires." Ms. Barry was one of those great teachers. I'm a testimony to that myself, as I had Ms. Barry back in 1977 before graduating from Wilmington High School in 1989. And as you can see, she's left a great mark on me. The recipient of the first annual scholarship would really make Ms. Barry proud. This woman has made many contributions to her school and to her community. Her enthusiasm and dedication to everything she is involved in is quite remarkable. Without a doubt, she will also be an outstanding teacher, one of those great teachers, one that inspires and leaves a mark on every child she interacts with. Please join me in congratulating Larnie Cabral Pine.
I suppose in keeping with tradition, I'll have to say that the members of our girls softball team had to struggle to get here this evening. They went 13 innings this afternoon, take a 1-0 victory in their first tournament game. Game 2 tomorrow in Amesbury at 4 o'clock. The next award, the Joseph Biondo Scholarship, is the amount of $500 to Joseph Mayo. I'd like to call the next presenter to the stage, Mr. Eric Brzeziska.
For the last 20 years, my family has attended this convocation presentation, and I want to take this opportunity to again thank the Wilmington administration for inviting us here tonight. I think it's important to note that many of the presenters tonight, including myself, this convocation presentation tonight really serves as therapy, if you will, to remember a loved one, a son, a brother, a father, or a mother. In our case, Scott Brzeziska was a very, very dedicated son, like all of you here tonight. He was a vibrant graduate of Wilmington High School in 1981. Scott went on to spend 2 years at Fitchburg State College studying computer science. And one of Scott's passions was truly the outdoors. The outdoors, fishing, hunting, tying flies. He had a true passion for. So with that being said, on behalf of my family tonight, I'd like to present 2 $500 scholarships to Raymond Bennett and Sarah Jackson.
Next scholarship is a John D. Brooks Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Miss Ariel Semino. Call 2 presenters to the stage, Ms. Loretta Kyra and Ms. Michelle Nortonen.
First of all, I'd like to offer our congratulations to the class of 2005 for all that you've accomplished. I'm sure that your families are very proud of your achievements. I'm honored to be here tonight with my mother to present the 3rd annual Kyra Family Scholarship, which is given in memory of my dear father, Aldo A. Kyra. He had a special fondness for the Wilmington School Department, and especially for the Wilmington High School. He was a former chairman of the school committee, the founder and a member of the High School Athletic Hall of Fame, and one of the few persons to be presented with an honorary diploma from Wilmington High School. My father valued the importance of a strong education and was the first in his family to graduate college. I know that this scholarship would have great meaning to him. We are delighted to present a $750 scholarship award to a very deserving senior by the name of Christina Tocci.
Our next scholarship, the Charles River Labs Scholarship in the amount of $1,000, is to Ariel Semino. The Class of 1954 Scholarship in the amount of $500, Miss Lee Jane Villafuerte. The Stephen Coville Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500 is to Miss Joanne Waterhouse. The Lawrence H. Cushing Jr. Cushing Amusement Scholarship in the amount of $500 goes to Miss Julia McDougall. I'd like to call Mr. Lou Connolly to the stage.
Thank you. To the chairman of the committee, Assistant Principal Mr. Nee, the principal Mr. Tracy, and Stephen Lynch, and our superintendent. To the graduating class of 2005, from the Tewksbury Wilmington Lodge of Elks, they send their sincere wishes that you experience the greatest success as you embark on your studies and new career. The Elks USA, supporting America's youth. And I was reading the mission statement before we came in, and the mission statement by Wilmington High School is that we encourage you to respect and contribute in a positive fashion to the varied environments. And the Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks of the United States of America has a mission statement that they will serve the communities and the people through benevolent programs. And this is one of our ways of demonstrating that Elks care, Elks share. I have two $1,000 scholarship awards this evening to a young lady, Laura Crawford. And the young gentleman, his dad is a member of the Elks, and that's not a requirement. But it's nice to be able to help one of your own, Donald Heenan. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you for the invitation. God bless each and every one of you here tonight.
I'd like to call to the podium Mr. Richard Cutter.
It's my pleasure to present a scholarship in memory of my father, Simon Cutter, who lived in Wilmington since 1941. Wilmington was really in his blood. He raised 3 children in Wilmington. I attended the Wilmington school system. My 2 sisters graduated from Wilmington High School, and my sister Judy taught in the Wilmington school system. My father was always concerned about community affairs, always was involved in voluntary efforts, and he was the founder of the Wilmington Policemen Association, which still exists today. He was town moderator for 15 years, and he was attorney for the Board of Health. He was involved with the Lions Club. He was president of the Lions Club and a charter member. And the Lions Club, which was involved in many charitable events. And again, my father was always very concerned about the welfare of the town of Wilmington. Back in the 1950s, when environment was not an issue, When he was town moderator, he actually stepped down to argue against some of these chemical plants that are here today. He was visionary. Not only did he live in Wilmington for 61 years, he practiced law there, and I practiced law with my father, Simon Cutter, for 30 years. He was a great inspiration to me, and it's also a pleasure that this has become a tradition, that these scholarships are presented from the Cutter Family Trust in memory of Attorney Simon Cutter. And I'd like to present two $1,000 scholarships. First to Julia McDougall. And the second scholarship, I hope I get this pronounced right, Louis Insalaco.
Thank you. The next presenters to the stage will be Arthur Canavos and Rosanna DeCenzo Brown.
Good evening. My name is Arthur Canavos. This is Rosanna. I didn't think it's the other way around, but just in case. I'd like to have some fun up at the podium. I hope you don't mind, because if you haven't laughed at least once a day, you haven't lived. I'm reminded of the time that I went to high school, and I just had my 40th high school reunion, and a bunch of us got together in a circle, and he says, "You remember the time this happened? Remember the time that happened?" Well, I'll tell you one thing that happened to me. I was a freshman. I was getting up to recite in Latin. My Latin teacher looked at me and says, "Mr. Canavos." I says, "Yes." "You're about as bright as a burnt-out 2-watt bulb in the deepest, darkest recesses of a deep, dark cave on an ecliptic night, and that's pretty dim." I said, "Thank you, sir," and I promptly sat down. I never forgot that in 40 years. Who'd like to make 20 bucks out of all you guys? Oh, just one hand? What am I going to give away, $100 to this lady here? I think everybody wants to make 20 bucks, right? I'm going to ask some questions. Let's see how quick you are. For $20, what's the largest state east of the Mississippi? First hand up. Let's go. Take a guess. Go ahead. Which one? Nope. It's not east of the Mississippi. Go ahead. Nope. Next one. Nope. 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 East of the Mississippi. East of the Go ahead. Which one? Nope. It's a southern state.
This girl up here.
Which one?
In the back with the glasses.
In the back with the glass, right there. Go ahead. Come on up. You're welcome. That was the easiest 20 bucks you ever made, isn't it? There you go. Okay, next question. What president of the United States of America was sworn in by his own father? Who? Stand up. Nope. No?
This guy over here.
Gentlemen, want to take a guess? Not your answer? Anybody? Come on, give a guess. There's only, how many presidents we have?
This girl right over
Go
there.
ahead. Who? Don't be afraid.
These guys.
Go ahead. You got it. There's one kid that studied history. You're welcome. No, parents are not allowed. None of the scholars here are allowed. I know you're after the dough. I'm sure of it. All right, everybody's heard of Six Flags. It's been named after the state of Texas. What Six Flags, or name me 4 of the Six Flags that flew over the state of Texas? 4. Anybody want to take a stab? Think now, what's your history? A page of history is worth volumes of logic. Think. You can corroborate, why not? Any hands? Any hands? Go ahead. Yep. You got it.
All right.
That was a
Good
stumper.
girl.
That was very, very good. All right, 2 more. What river in the world crosses over the equator twice? What river in the world crosses over the equator twice? Nope. I thought the same thing, but I was wrong too. Nope.
This girl. Oh.
Who? Nope. It's not the Charles, I'll give you a
Oh,
hint.
this one. All
Go
right.
ahead.
Part of it.
Who? Nope. You got it.
There you go. Another one.
One last question.
I'm giving these up.
Yeah, I know. What 2 patriots who fled Lexington on Patriots' Day on April 19th, 1775, I believe it was, had lunch in Burlington on their way to Concord? I'll give you a hint. 2 of them, these 2 people signed the Declaration of Independence. You got it. And the next one? There's another Adams. You got it. You got
All
it.
right. Good, good.
All right, now, before I give you the 5, for $5 more, which high school did they graduate from? The oldest high school in America.
Boston Latin.
I gotta give the guy $5. You cheated, here. Where's the $5? Well, here, take a 5. There you go. You're all set. All right, I'm going to ask 2 questions just to prove my point. No money involved in this now. No money involved. What's Las Vegas famous for? Quick, somebody. Right. What's Orlando and Kissimmee famous for? Right. What's Wilmington and Woburn famous for? Say again? Ah, it's good. What's the next one? I heard contamination, pollution. To echo Mr. Cutter's theme, we were victims ourselves. We own Industrial Park on Industrial Way. And a certain company, whom I can name because it's public, Bayer Corporation, along with Olin, basically the 2 largest polluters in this town. So my question is anybody here from Bayer or Olin to give a couple of bucks to the town to help the kids? Shame on them. Shame on them. Now, I'd like to give some scholarships out. Do we have the names? Or do I have to open them up? Ah.
Right here.
All right. Let's start from this one here. You want to read it?
Alicia.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, Alicia Bray.
All right. This is Alicia Braid, $2,000.
You read it right here, Mark.
Jennifer Corcoran, $2,000.
Oh, God.
Michael Hackett, $2,000.
Congratulations.
Yep. Don't lose that. You're welcome. Annika Khan, $2,000.
Congratulations, Anna.
You're welcome. Caroline Lamson, $2,000. Congratulations. Ellen Largenton, I hope I pronounced that properly.
Good luck.
You're welcome. Emily Olson, $2,000.
Good luck, Emily.
Good luck. Kerry Porter, $2,000.
Congratulations, Jerry.
Congratulations. Christine Rigo, $2,000.
Congratulations, Christine.
You're welcome. You don't have to shake my hand if you don't want to. Nicole Tobin, $2,000. Congratulations. And last but not least, for $3,000, Christina Mili. You're welcome. I thank you very much for inviting us here this evening, and hopefully we can do it again next year.
And the next presenter is Mr. Stephen Lynch, Assistant Principal at the high school.
Good evening. I have two scholarships to award this evening. The Dr. Eileen Farello Scholarship, both in the amount of $1,000, and they go to Nidhi Pandya. And the second one goes to Ariel Semino.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. Joyce Beckwith.
The Foreign Language Club Scholarship goes to a young lady who will be studying linguistics at Hamilton College, Julia McDougall.
The John R. Gage Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500 is presented to Ms. Katie Ann Martell. Our next presenter, Mr. Larry Harrington. Oh, it's a three-part.
Larry, Darrell, and Darrell. First of all, I want to thank you for inviting us and congratulate all the students. This is our 6th year coming here to give a scholarship in the name of our parents. They lived in Wilmington virtually their entire life. They raised 4 children all through the Wilmington school system. And one of the lessons that they taught us that you'll remember for the rest of your life as well is how special the teachers are in Wilmington. And while we celebrate you tonight, we also need to celebrate the teachers in Wilmington. Because I can tell you that 30 and 40 years from today, well, you can't imagine being that old, but you'll be able to tell people who your 1st grade and 2nd grade and 3rd grade and who all your teachers were in high school. Because teachers make a difference. They are the most underappreciated profession in America. And I just want to reach out and thank them tonight for everything they've done.
Anybody want $20? That was my brother Larry. Larry is a graduate of the class of 1971. Behind me is my brother Frank, who is a graduate of the class of 1969. I'm Michael, and I graduated in 1972. We have a 4th brother who actually did not graduate from the Wilmington school system, but he's ended up putting more hours in than any of us, and that's our baby brother Kevin. He's probably known to some of you. To echo what my brother Larry said about the teachers, there are some teachers who are over here to the left who were teaching when we all had hair and went to school here. It's an extraordinary opportunity to thank them for years of service. And for example, Mr. Cutter, I had your sister Judy as a teacher when I was in the 5th grade. Yeah, a long time ago. And the scholarship that was just given out in the name of Dr. Eileen Farello, I had Doc Farello for physics in 1968. So eventually you'll all get here too. It's our pleasure to present this scholarship for $500, unless she wants to keep it and try for $2,000. No, that's not an offer. But congratulations to Crystal Cremens.
Our next presenters, Mr. Stoddard Melhado and Mr. and Mrs. Jerry Irving.
The Carr Irving Memorial Scholarship in the sum of $1,500 is given in loving memory of Carr Irving, Wilmington High School class of 1999. This year's scholarship recipient, selected by the Carr Irving Foundation, has shown solid academic achievement, wide community involvement, and strong character development, qualities that characterize Carr's 4 years at Wilmington High School.
And the award goes to Amy Webb.
Our next presenter, Mr. Kaczynski and Son.
I would like to congratulate the class of 2005 and give our $1,100 scholarship to, I don't know who this person is.
He's got it right here.
Oh, he's got my dad's got. This scholarship was founded by my dad in honor of my mother, and I just want to give a little background. My parents moved here in 1938, and they had 5 children, all of which graduated from Wilmington High School. My dad was a machinist and later on became a production manager, working for a shoe machine company that made machines that made probably the shoes you're wearing now. All of our grandchildren, his grandchildren, have gone on to get not only undergraduate degrees but professional degrees beyond that. And our emphasis has always been education. And so it's our pleasure to give to Jessica Farnsworth $1,100 scholarship. Good luck, Jessica. Okay, ready? By the way, my dad's 93.
Our next presenter is Mr. Frank Kelly. Well deserved.
Thank you, everybody. I've named the scholarship the Kelly Family Scholarship in honor of my own family my sister and her children, my mother and father, and also in memory of the Wilmington family that I taught with for 37 years, and the fact that I can still come in and enjoy myself substituting at Wilmington High School for the math department. I'd just like to say a word to the graduates. Usually I don't, but I would like you to think in the future years when you have become successful in work, in business, in any occupation, to think back of the school you graduated from, Wilmington High School, and consider contributing to the scholarship fund, just as many people and organizations have contributed to your scholarship for college. Right now, I have 2 scholarships of $763 each. It's a long story.
Very long story.
But I'd like to present it. These are picked by the faculty. I don't pick them. And I'd like to present them, one to Joanne Waterhouse. Congratulations, Joanne. Okay. Here you go. That's yours. And the second to another track athlete, Chris Murray. Thank you.
Mr. Kelly, as a tribute to teaching here at Wilmington High School, I don't know why he stopped counting at 37 years, because he still comes in and teaches us new lessons almost every day, so we really appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Kelly. Our next presenter is Mr. Michael Kelly. We got 2.
Good evening. On behalf of my family and our friends, I am proud to be here tonight to present the first annual Richard J. Kelly Memorial Scholarship. My brother Richard grew up in Wilmington and attended the Shawshene Elementary, the West Intermediate, and graduated Wilmington High School in 1993. After graduation, Richard continued his education, earning an associate's degree in criminal justice from Middlesex Community College. Richard also worked as a reserve police officer in Winchester and was employed with the Middlesex Sheriff's Office. My brother was an energetic and hardworking young man, but most importantly, he was a kind and caring family man. My family decided to start a scholarship in Richard's honor to help a student who was interested in pursuing a career in criminal justice. After reading all the applicants' letters, we chose a young man who seems to have many of the same qualities that my brother Richard did. The Richard J. Memorial Scholarship, Kelly, is presented to Joseph Mayo.
Our next presenter, Ms. Nicole Herring.
On behalf of the Lowell Five, I would like to present a $1,000 scholarship to Lauren Convery.
Our next presenter is Ms. Susanna Rosopoulos.
Good evening. I am pleased to represent Cummings Foundation at tonight's awards ceremony, and I will be presenting the McEwen Scholarship Awards. 2 students have earned this prestigious distinction as Most Outstanding All-Around Graduate, and will each receive a $5,000 scholarship. Their strong dedication, admirable character, drive to accomplish goals have served these recipients well. As you venture forth towards higher education and personal development, may you always strive for excellence in all that you do, enjoy life, and make a difference. Tonight's awards go to Lainey Cabral-Pini and Sarah Jackson.
Congratulations.
There you go, nice big flag.
Congratulations. Good luck.
Next presenter, Mr. Stephen Lynch.
See if I can get the right mic this time. It is my pleasure to announce the recipient of the Bernard McMahon Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $400, and it goes to Haesun Kim.
Mr. Lynch has been practicing all the difficult names for graduation lately. We gave him some more this evening. I'd like to call Ms. Cheryl Everett Mosca. Did I say it right?
Yes. Congratulations, everyone. I'm not used to talking to people that are so tall. You wouldn't want to sit on the floor for me, would you? Last time. And back when you gentlemen had hair, they didn't have kindergarten here, but we have it now. I'd like to present the Anthony Mosca Memorial Scholarship in honor of my husband. We weren't blessed with children, so all of you became our children. And boy, I had many stories. And so I decided that rather than give it to Billerica High, we had to give it to one of our own. That's where Tony went to school. It's my privilege to give this scholarship to a young lady who is going into elementary education. It's just a little scholarship, unfortunately. However, I do retire in 4 years, so maybe. Christine Barry.
The Mass Bank Scholarship in the amount of $600 is presented to Lauren Convery. Our next presenters, Mrs. Doreen Crow and Mrs. Susan Rowe. There's a mouthful.
The following recipients of the Medical Career Scholarship are graduates who will be pursuing educational opportunities in the field of medicine, biological science, nursing, and psychology. Each of these students has shown a commitment to their academic studies and has been active and a committed member of the Medical Careers Club for 2 or more years. We wish each of you success and happiness as you pursue your chosen academic endeavors. There are 4 recipients of these awards. Daniel Jameson, Lindsay Brown, Nidhi Pandya, and V. Tran.
We would also like to recognize with a certificate and a service award the following students who have been active members and contributors to the success and goals and objectives of the Medical Careers Club over the past year. The recipients are Michelle Kassam, Marjorie Taylor, and Ellen Largenton. Additionally, this evening, we have the honor of presenting a scholarship in the name of a friend and a colleague, Norma H. Rushton, who is our former nurse leader, school nurse, and Director of Health Services in Wilmington. This year, we were presented with several candidates who reflected the qualities of commitment, caring, generosity, and community spirit that we recognized in Norma. The 2005 recipient of the Norma Rushton Scholarship is Lee Jane Villafuerte.
Moving on to departmental awards, our first presenter will be our visual arts liaison, Mrs. Marie Shack.
You've been a spectacular class for 4 years, and you've really, all of you that we've had have really made the art room a community. So I wish you all the very best. I'm here to award 3 awards. The Wilmington Visual Arts Department has a general art, has photography, and has graphic design. And so for the school of this size, we really provide a lot of opportunities for you. Ms. Fiddler, nominated for graphic design, Christy Chapman. Congratulations. And Mrs. Durso nominated for photography, and I seconded David Blanco. And for someone who has been infectious about making art for 4 years and has made us all infectious as well, for the general art, Mallory Biggins. Wait a second, this might be yours too. Oh, that's it. Thank you.
Our next presenter, Mr. Stephen Lynch.
Gives me great pleasure to announce the award for academic excellence in family and consumer science to a well-deserving young lady, Joanne Waterhouse.
Our next presenter, representing the Health and Physical Education Department, Mr. Ed Harrison.
Also gives me great pleasure to announce 2 award winners from our department. We have Celine DiMaggio and Victor Delasola.
Representing the Business Technology Department is our second assistant principal, Mr. Michael Nee.
This evening I have 2 awards for academic excellence in business technology. The first going to Alicia Braid. And the second award for academic excellence in business technology goes to Clayton Hun.
I don't know if that was out of excitement or... Representing the Foreign Language Department, Foreign Language CTL, Mrs. Joyce Beckwith.
I have 3 awards to give tonight for 4 years of outstanding achievement in French. Félicitations, Sarah Jackson. For 4 years of outstanding achievement in Spanish. Felicidades, Lauren Convery. And the Latin award goes to Julia McDougall.
Representing the English Department, our English CTL, Mrs. Kathy Simons.
Thank you. It is with great pleasure tonight that I announce the award for outstanding performance in English over 4 years. This recipient is articulate, creative, and eloquent, and our department has voted Julia McDougall.
Representing the Mathematics Department, the Math CTL, Ms. Linda Peters.
I'm very happy to present the Academic Excellence Award in Mathematics to Haselin Kim.
Representing the Social Studies Department, Social Studies CTL, Mr. Brian Carr.
Good evening. It's with great pleasure that I present this year's award winner for academic excellence in social studies, Christina Mealy.
Our Science Department CTL was unable to be with us this evening, so representing the Science Department will be Mr. Stephen Lynch.
Getting laryngitis up here. Very happy to present the Academic Excellence Award in Science to a fine young gentleman in every sense of the word, Mr. Louis Insalaco.
In the amount of $1,000, Anthony Azevedo. In the amount of $1,000, Mark Giordano. And in the amount of $1,000, Clayton Hunt. Thank you all. Congratulations and good luck.
The Carl Olson Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $250 is presented to Miss Caitlin McGrath. Our next presenter is Mr. Robert Crow. My apologies. We all know where it's going now. The next presenter is Mr. Bill Peabody and Kate Thomas. My apologies.
No problem. The Peabody Family Scholarship is given out to recognize the efforts of the Wilmington educational staff and their tremendous effort to provide for you people the beautiful, wonderful education that you've been given. I'd like to introduce to you Caitlin Thomas, a recipient of the award from 2002, to say a few words.
Good evening. I'd just like to say I'm honored to be here tonight as a graduate of the class of 2002 and as a former recipient of the Grace and Bill Peabody Award. As a daughter of a Wilmington Public Schools teacher, I was truly grateful to receive this award as it certainly helped me make ends meet. And while I was a good student in high school, college is a little different. Every class you take has a price on it, and it really meant a lot to me to have the extra help. And sorry. It's important to take advantage of everything that it's worth, to really work hard and to make sure that you keep a balance of both social and school. That's what helped me to be successful, and the Bill Peabody Foundation has helped me to be able to continue to be successful in college. So my congratulations to this year's recipient, Mr. Robert Crow.
Congratulations, brother.
Bill, did you want to tell him?
Sure. The award is the amount of the award is $15,000 over the college over the college years. There is a slight caveat attached to that, and that's that you must maintain a GPA of 2.8 during the time you're in school.
You know what Bobby will be doing in his free time. The next presenter, and I know I have this one right, because they're not sitting in front of me, Mr. Robert Peterson.
Thank you. Superintendent McAuliffe, graduates of class of 2005, parents, Mr. Tracy, Mr. Lynch, Mr. Nee. It is with great pleasure that I stand before you this evening to present the 2005 Claire M. Peterson Memorial Scholarships. Since my mother's death from breast cancer in 1997, it has been our family's privilege and our pleasure to have raised over $100,000 in scholarship funds, and to date to have given away more than half of that money. This year, I'd like to make awards in the amount of $2,000 each to Clayton Hunt, and to Ms. Caitlin Foley.
The Raffian Swanson Scholarship in the amount of $500 goes to Miss Lindsay Brown. Our next presenter, Ms. Carolyn Chilcote.
Did I say it right?
I'm very pleased to be able to present this award on behalf of Reading Cooperative Bank to Ms. Christina Smith.
Our next presenter, Representative James Maselli's Chief of Staff, Tara Coakley.
Thank you very much. Representative Maselli wanted me to thank you for the invitation to be here tonight. He was very disappointed he couldn't make it. He had a family obligation. This is definitely an event that he cherishes, and he's very pleased to be able to present this scholarship. He wanted me to make a few comments on his behalf, though, also in addition to giving this scholarship, and I promise I'll be extremely brief. We're here tonight not only to congratulate you, the graduates of 2005, to recognize your hard work and your dedication over the past 4 years and 12 years, but also we want to encourage you in all of your endeavors, your future challenges academically and in your careers. It's apparent that you have a great support network from the community, the presenters here today with their scholarships. Also, it's very important to recognize your parents and your families. You certainly wouldn't be sitting here today without their support, as well as the faculty and staff of Wilmington High. They've provided you with the foundation that you're going to need going into the future. Without further ado, on behalf of Representative Maselli, I have a scholarship I'd like to present to Mr. Raymond Bennett, which comes with a citation from the House of Representatives, which reads, "Be it hereby known to all that the Massachusetts House of Representatives offers its sincerest congratulations to Raymond Bennett in recognition of your outstanding academic achievement at Wilmington High School and for being chosen to receive the Representative James R. Maselli Scholarship. Your hard work and dedication to your education will provide success for all your future endeavors. Congratulations."
The Ring Family Scholarship in the amount of $250 is presented to Miss Margie Taylor. The Royal Dynasty Scholarship, there are two in the amount of $1,000. The first is presented to Miss Ariel Semino. And the second, in the same amount, is presented to Miss Sheila Cassidy. Our next presenter, Mr. Stephen Lynch.
It's an easy name.
I would like to announce the recipient of the Charles Shear Scholarship. Mr. Shear was a business teacher in Wilmington for a number of years. Tonight's award is in the amount of $1,000, and it goes to Louis Insalaco.
Our next presenter is Ms. Elaine Mistretta.
It's my honor to present 2 scholarships on the behalf of Strings Attached Parent Support to the $2,000 scholarships to Lauren Convery and the second scholarship to another talented young woman, Janice Folk.
Our next presenter is Ms. Marcia Oxman.
My co-presenter this evening is Janice Sweet, also an officer of the Tewksbury-Wilmington Emblem Club. I want to congratulate the graduating class of 2005, and you have been indeed fortunate to, up to this point, to have given an education. And I hope that you cherish that, because in college you're not given an education, you have to take it, and take it for the most you can get, and take every opportunity to learn, not just about academics, but the way of the world, making new friends, and having fun, but do balance it. The recipient of our $500 scholarship tonight will be given to Mr. Patrick Story.
The Textron Systems Scholarship, there are 2 in the amount of $750. The first is to Miss Julia McDougall. The second, Mr. Louis Insalaco. Our next presenter will be Mr. Bill McAuliffe, our Superintendent of Schools.
Thank you, Mr. Tracy. I'd also like to offer congratulations to members of the class of 2005 for your achievements here this evening. For the Town of Wilmington scholarships, I'm actually pinch hitting tonight for our town manager, Mr. Michael Kyra, who typically awards these scholarships. These scholarships are funded through the generosity of the citizens of Wilmington, and most of the funds, if not all of the funds, are gathered when residents include a donation in the same envelope as they're paying their property tax. So we really appreciate your generosity in that regard. This evening, there are 9 Town of Wilmington scholarships being awarded, all in the amount of $500. The first one is awarded to Clayton Hun. Next to Celine DiMaggio. Michael Vasallo. Christine Barry. Timothy Anderson. Christina Smith. Katie Martell. Ariel Semino. And Lonnie Cabral-Pini.
Our next presenter, Mr. Christopher Neville.
Good evening. Thank you, Mr. Tracy. Wilmington Community Television is your community access station. So that's a pitch for everybody that's out there that wants to see their kids performing in athletic events, marching in parades, concerts, and things like that. And if you also buy the tape, you'll also get a copy of tonight's presentation for the Scholarship Awards, graduation, and what else am I missing? And the promenade, all right? Those funds raised for those tapes pay for these scholarships that are given out every year. So on behalf of the Board of Directors and the staff at Wilmington Community Television, I'm very happy to present 2 scholarships to 2 individuals who will be going into the communications field in some manner or fashion. This year's $750 award winners are Jessica Lassess, don't go away yet. Congratulations. I have something else, Jess. Right there. And the second award winner is Janice Folk.
Our next presenter, Jordan Weiner.
Congratulations to the class of 2005. I'd like to give the scholarship award in memory of my grandmother, Sylvia Weiner. She valued education and worked very hard to instill this in all the children, all of whom were able to attend college through her effort. The recipient of this $1,000 scholarship is Zachary Wilkins.
Our next presenter is Kate Boland.
On behalf of the Wilmington Wildcat Band Parents and Friends Association, I'm privileged to present scholarships in the amount of $500 each to 6 of the band's graduating seniors. It's due to the community's ongoing support of our fundraising efforts that we're able to sponsor these scholarships every year. The folks in Wilmington buy a lot of popcorn and a lot of candles, and we are very grateful to you all. I thank you, and I know that the recipients of these scholarships, both past and present, feel the same way. Caitlin McGrath. Katie Martell. Dan Tanzella. Bobby Brennan. Jessica Farnsworth. And Ryan Daly.
The Wilmington Community Fund Scholarship, there are 3 in the amount of $500. First is to Ms. Sarah Jackson. Ms. Celine DiMaggio. And Mr. Raymond Bennett. The Wilmington Democratic Town Committee Scholarship, in the amount of $400, is presented to Ms. Kristen Donovan. The Wilmington Department of Elderly Service Scholarship, in the amount of $250, is presented to Ms. Amy Sawyer. The Wilmington Firefighters Union Local 1370 Scholarship, in the amount of $500 for 2 students. The first is Ms. Caitlin Chikoyan. And the second to Miss Amy Sawyer. The Wilmington Garden Club Dolores Brown Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500 is presented to Miss Lee Jane Villafuerte. Our next presenters, Mrs. Patricia Cargill and Mrs. Lisa Bozella.
Thank you, Mr. Tracy. It gives me great pleasure to be here tonight and say congratulations to the class of 2005. The Wilmington Parent Advisory Council would like to present 5 $400 scholarships to the following students. Caitlin Foley. Celine DiMaggio. Marjorie Taylor. Carolyn Lamson. And Michael Vassallo.
Our next presenter is Mr. Wayne Crawford.
On behalf of the Wilmington Kiwanis Club, we have 6 scholarships we'd like to present to following students. Catherine McMahon, $750. Emily Olson. Congratulations. Michael Vassallo. Celine DiMaggio. Christina Tachi. And my favorite student, Laura Crawford.
Our next presenter, Lieutenant Christopher Neville.
Thank you, Mr. Tracy. I share the stage tonight with Detective Tom Miller and Officer Brian Puper, who both share with me the congratulations to the entire class of 2005. For many years now, the Police Association has offered at least 2, sometimes 3 scholarships to graduating seniors who are going on to pursue a career in the criminal justice field. And I think it's very fitting that today, more so than ever, we really have to look at education as a very important adjunct to the war on terrorism. And we're very proud this year, once again, to provide 3 scholarships to Wilmington High School seniors in the amount of $500 apiece to Danielle Rue, to Crystal Cremens, and to, this will make Ray's dad real proud, Ray Bennett.
I'd now like to present the Wilmington Police Union IBPO Local 318 Scholarship. This year we asked the applicants to write an essay on how they've made the community a better place. This year's recipient, not only through her essay but through her actions, her hard work, and her leadership, was very instrumental in making the Operation Safe Prom a highly successful event, and we'd like to award this to Katie Ann Martell.
Shifting gears again to special awards. We're going to switch around a little bit. We have a member that needs to leave. I'd like to call up our next presenter, Master Sergeant Michael O'Keefe.
Good evening. The majority of Air Force ROTC scholarships covers full college tuition, provides a textbooks allowance, and pays most laboratory and incidental fees. In addition to this, a $250 tax-free monthly allowance is paid to each scholarship winner during the academic year. And this amount will increase to $400 by his or her senior year. The estimated value of a scholarship may exceed $100,000 depending on the student's choice of school and the type of scholarship offered. On behalf of Brigadier General Floyd L. Carpenter, I would like to extend a hearty congratulations and this certificate of recognition to Daniel Jamerson. And to welcome him to the family,
bag of goodies.
Is there any food in there? No. Maybe some water? Our next presenter, Mrs. Carol King.
Good evening. I'm here to present the National Honor Society Certificates of Merit to our two students who the Faculty Council nominated to send as the nominations in. They are Katie Chikoyan and Ariel Semino.
Presenting the students, the top 5 students based on simple average, the Superintendent, Mr. William McAuliffe.
Thank you, Mr. Tracy. I'm extremely proud to be able to present these awards, but I'm also proud as Superintendent of Schools for the second time to witness such a memorable evening. And I just want to, on behalf of the Wilmington Public Schools, thank all of our presenters who are here this evening for your generosity. I think at the end of the night, when the total is tallied in terms of the amount of scholarships awarded, it will far exceed all of our imagination. And what a wonderful tribute, not only to our graduates and our faculty and staff, but the citizens of Wilmington and all of those who are here tonight to participate and present. So thank you very much. And just on a side note, Mr. Kelly, I'd welcome you to come into my office anytime for a cup of coffee. I'd love to hear the story. And I was going to add that Mr. Lynch was supposed to make this presentation, but he's presented enough tonight. The first top 5 award recipient, Lonnie Cabral-Pini. Ariel Semino. Lauren Convery. Louis Insalaco. And Julia McDougall.
Presenting the University of Missouri at Rolla Scholarship is Mr. Stoddard Malhado.
The University of Missouri Rolla Scholarship, really known as the Thomas and Joan Holmes Scholarship, truly falls under the category of special awards. For the past 8 years, the Thomas and Joan Holmes Scholarship has offered a tremendous opportunity for Wilmington high school seniors. Mr. Holmes, a WHS graduate, has offered our seniors at least 2 full 4-year scholarships each year to the University of Missouri Rolla, one of the top engineering schools in the nation. Each scholarship covers tuition, room, board, books, and related expenses, and over the 4-year period is worth a minimum of at least $97,000. The total benefits to Wilmington High School graduates over the span of the Thomas and Joan Holmes Scholarship is rapidly approaching $2 million. This year's recipients, and it was really nice to see one of our previous recipients, Krista Wolf, who is graduating from Rolla in December, here tonight. And this year's recipients continued the tradition of sending outstanding graduates of Wilmington High School to UMR. On behalf of Mr. and Mrs. Holmes, I'm pleased to award the 2005 Thomas and Joan Holmes Scholarships to Kristen Donovan and Christopher Murray.
Presenting the Florida Gulf Coast University Scholarship is another guidance counselor, Ms. Maureen Lynch.
Congratulations to the class of 2005. The Burt and Ruth Holmes Scholarship was established 3 years ago. Mr. Holmes, a graduate of Wilmington High School, saw how his brother's scholarship to the University of Missouri at Rolla changed kids' lives. Not to be outdone by him, he established a 2-year renewable scholarship to Florida Gulf Coast University worth $14,000 annually. This year's recipient is Michelle Kassam. You guys have a folder?
Present the flag award, Representative James Maselli's Chief of Staff, Tara Coakley.
On behalf of Representative Maselli, I'm pleased to present this year's flag award to Christina Smith. I have a flag that was flown over the State House today at Representative Maselli's request in honor of Christina, and a citation which reads, "Be it hereby known to all that the Massachusetts House of Representatives offers its sincerest congratulations to Christina Smith in recognition of your being the recipient of the 2005 Flag Award. Your dedication and hard work to your education, Wilmington High School, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and the United States of America is to be admired. The work that you do through the Bread and Roses Club illustrates your intense compassion for your community. Congratulations." And it's signed by the Speaker of the House, Salvador F. DeMacy, and it's offered by Chairman James R. Maselli. Congratulations.
Our next presenter, Mr. Rich DeLucia.
Wilmington Papuana gives 2 $500 scholarships, one to a cheerleader, one to a football player. First football player, Lou Insalaco. And the cheerleader, Michelle First.
Our next presenter, Mr. Robert Peterson.
Thank you again, Mr. Tracy. When I first walked into the building tonight at 6:58, the first person I saw was Mr. Nee, who looked at his watch and told me to go to the end of the line. Apparently, I wasn't the last person in the building, because when I got to the end of the line, the only person behind me was Mr. Kelly. He tapped me on the shoulder and he said to me, "Are you giving out the Rotary scholarships this year?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Do you know who got the first Rotary scholarship?" And I thought to myself, how would he know that, and why would he want to know that? And he said to me, "It was a gentleman by the name of Alan Ford, who graduated in 1961 in the same class as Jack Cushing." And he was given a $500 loan from the Wilmington Rotary Club. Jack and I have decided to go back and see if he ever paid it back, because it's been a long time. Since then, the Rotary Club has come a long way. Since 1986, they've awarded over $258,000 in scholarships. And this year, they'll award an additional $15,000 in scholarships, most of which is going to Wilmington High School graduates in the following, to the following individuals, in the amount of $1,000 to Caitlin Enright. In the amount of $1,000 to Celine DiMaggio. In the amount of $2,000 to Christina Mealy. In the amount of $3,000 to Lonnie Cabral-Pini. And last but not least, in the amount of $4,000 to Michael Vassallo. Thank you very much.
What was the interest rate on those? 24%? Yeah. We'll have Mr. Kelly calculate that for us. Our next presenter is Rosemary Greco.
I'm pleased to present 2 awards in the amount of $750 from the Wilmington School Business Partnership. We try to honor a student who is going on to study in the field of teaching and someone who's going to study in the field of business. So for teaching, I would like to present Christine Barry. And for business, Christina Mealy.
Our next presenter, Mr. Brian Pupa.
Thank you very much. On behalf of the Wilmington Sons of Italy, I would like to award 6 scholarships in the amount of $1,000 each. The first recipient, Amy Sawyer. Next, Lonnie Cabral-Pini. Christina Tacci. Kelly Crosby. Katie Ann Montel. And last but not least, Julianne Montel.
Our next presenter, Wilmington High School Social Studies teacher, Mr. Matthew Hackett.
Thank you, Mr. Tracy. The Wilmington Teachers Association annually presents a scholarship to a graduating senior pursuing a career in education. The dedicated teachers of Wilmington have inspired myself and many others to become educators. It is our hope that tonight's recipient will strive to continue the long tradition of giving back to the community through the noble profession of teaching. On behalf of the Wilmington Teachers Association, it is my pleasure to present a $500 scholarship to Mikhaila Russo.
Let me take that onto one that you already have it in there, okay? This is all right. Our next presenter, Ms. Sarah Cosman. The second half of our substitute duo, along with Mr. Kelly.
Good evening. The Wilmington Women's Club extends its heartiest congratulations to the graduates of the class of 2005 and to your parents. It's my honor and privilege to present our scholarship this year to a young lady who was chosen to represent Wilmington High School as an outstanding academic and extracurricular student at our last winter meeting. This young lady has achieved many accomplishments during her 4 years at Wilmington High School. She is a member of the National Honor Society. She has participated in academic decathlon and has been a member of the Wilmington High School Marching Band, to name just a few of them. She has also participated in many outside school activities, such as working in the lighting for the community theater productions, designing several of their sets and costumes. In the fall, she'll be attending Hamilton College in New York. The Wilmington Women's Club is honored to give the scholarship of $500 to Miss Julia McDougall.
Our next presenters, Ms. Dottie Delasio and Mrs. Lisa Bozzella.
Lisa and I are here tonight representing the Wilmington High School Boosters Athletic Association. What this is a small group of dedicated parents who work all year long selling hot dogs, soda, cookies, everything. We sell at the football games, basketball games, and almost any event that's held here at the high school. We also sponsor a dance in January that I think a lot of you parents were attending. All the money they raise all year long goes straight to the scholarship fund, and that's what made it possible for us to be here tonight. And we're here to honor a really special group of seniors. These kids have worked years on their teams and in their sports. Their teamwork, their sportsmanship, they've created memories that will last them a lifetime. All the lessons that they have taught each other and the lessons they've learned from their coaches, they'll carry right into college and into adulthood. You might know a lot of them, you might have seen a lot of them, you might read about them in the newspapers. Some of them have been stars, some of them are just team players, some of them have done individual achievements. Overall, they have all become part of a special group of teens known as our senior student athletes. We would like them to know that we really appreciate what they've done for their school these years, and so tonight we would like to award them 18 $500 scholarships. Our scholarship recipients are Alicia Braid, congratulations, Lonnie Cabral-Pini, Julianne Martell, Sarah McGowan, Katie Martell, Brian Little, Teresa D. Simone. Joanne Waterhouse. Christine Barry. Jennifer Cochran. Kelly Crosby. Ryan Quigley. Celine DiMaggio. Christine Mealy. Christina. I'm sorry, it's Christina. And Clayton Hunn. In memory of Kevin Nolan, who was a former athlete at Wilmington High School, we'd like to give a scholarship to Joe Mayo. Also, in memory of Mary Lou Ducey, who was a very active member of Boosters for many years, we'd like to give a scholarship to Jen Sullivan. Oh, she's not here? She's not here tonight. And in honor of a former track coach at Wilmington High School, Mr. Frank Kelly, we would like to give a scholarship to Debbie Lyons. Good luck, kids, in all your future endeavors, and to each and every parent that gave their time and effort throughout the year to raise these funds, a very sincere thank you from all of the Wilmington High School family.
Our next presenter is Mr. Tom Miller.
I want to say congratulations to the class of '05, and on behalf of the Wilmington Youth Soccer Association, we have $2,000 scholarships. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the efforts of these two individuals for all their community service in volunteering and helping with coaching and refereeing in games. It's people like that that help the 1,400 kids in our program make it a success. I want to thank you. And then to Alicia Brad. And to Janice Folk.
The Wilmington Youth Hockey Boosters Club Scholarship in the amount of $500 is awarded to Ms. Jennifer Corcoran. Our next presenter, Mr. Jack Cushing.
Congratulations to the class of 2005, and I'd like to give a special thank you to the senior members here tonight of the Rotary Interact Group, a group that I am very privileged to be an advisor for. They had a special year this year, and it culminated 4 years of work, and as you come into the driveway tonight, their efforts are sitting out in front of the superintendent's office with the sign that announced the graduation. So a special thank you to all those kids that put the time and effort into that program. Tonight I'm here to represent the Cushing family in awarding the Lawrence H. Cushing Senior Award. When my father retired as the athletic director from the town of Wilmington, there was an award that was created in his name. And it not only, it covered his aspects of what an athlete should be. And it was not only the athletic ability, but it was academic excellence and sportsmanship. And that those were very strong virtues of his. When he passed away in 1985, the family decided that it shouldn't just be an award, that we should also provide a scholarship with it. So since that period of time, the family has been given an award. And tonight, I have two people that I am very proud to be able to present these to. The first one will be, I think it's the person that scored the only run at the game today, Lonnie Cabral-Pini. The second one is to somebody that I wish him the best tomorrow when he competes in the all-state track meet, Chris Murray.
Our next presenter, Ms. Catherine Mayella and family.
When selecting the recipients of the Jack Wolf Memorial Scholarship, we try to choose those students who possess many of the special qualities that Jack possessed himself: a passion for sports, a commitment to fairness, and a strong belief in good sportsmanship. In loving memory of Jack, a wonderful husband and a devoted father, we present $1,000 each to the following recipients: Lonnie Cabral-Pini, and Eric Olila.
Our next presenter, Mr. Stephen Scanlon.
On behalf of my family and myself, I'd like to congratulate all the graduates tonight. I'm giving these scholarships out in memory of my dad, who was a coach and teacher here for many years. He loved what he did here and always loved the kids. Tonight we're giving out $2,000 scholarships. I'd like to thank all the student athletes that took the time to apply. It makes it difficult every year. There's such great candidates. Our first winner tonight is Joe Mayo. And our other winner is Christine Barry. Congratulations.
Is there a representative of the Woods family here this evening? Okay. The Joseph Woods Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500 to two students. The first one, you should have kept her up here, Lonnie Cabral-Pini. And the second, Mr. Brian Giambardino. Now I'd like to call up our athletic director to present the Special Athletic Awards, Mr. Ed Harrison.
I expected a little more than that. For those of you who aren't aware, have been here maybe the last couple of years, some of the parents, I'm it. I'm the end. This is the last presenter. Much better. Thank you. First award I have is the Ding Driscoll Award for our most dedicated senior athlete. Ding Driscoll was a teacher here, coach, as well as the assistant principal. He was known for giving Wilmington its colors, navy blue and white, and also the mascot, Wildcat. Our female is a three-sport athlete, soccer, winter track, and spring track, Alicia Braid. Our male, three-sport athlete also, participated in football, winter track, spring track, Brian Gambadino. Dr. Fagan Award goes to Wilmington High School's best athlete. This year's female recipient, Deb Lyons. This year's male recipient will be given out at the Underclassmen Awards on June 14th. The Wildcat Distinguished Service Award is given to a member of the community who has given their support and time on behalf of the student athletes here at Wilmington High School. This year's recipient has given her unselfish support over the last few years to the Wilmington High School Athletic Department by offering her time in any way she could. Member and president of our booster organization, has volunteered coaching, basketball, softball. When something needs to be done, this person has always been available to help out. This year's award goes to Audrey Cabral-Pini. Come on.
Good to break those out. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the class 2005, I'd like to ask you to think about something this evening. There's a large sum of money given out this evening. I don't want you to look at it in the sense of dollars. I'd like you to look at it in the sense of the grieving, the thoughts, the dreams, the wishes, the beliefs, and the view of the future that all of these people that sit here presenting these awards and all of these people that have given their heart and desire to teaching you over your past 4 years, they see great things for you. You've worked hard. That money represents the dreams and the desires and the energy that's now handed to you to become great citizens of Wilmington and to represent Wilmington in any corner of the earth you may lie or travel, and to understand that in some time in the future, Wilmington will always be there for you and with you. Congratulations to all of our recipients. Thank you to all of our presenters. Thank you to our parents. Good evening and good night.
Let's see if I can catch this young man, see if he has any questions.
It was free. What do you want? Whenever I read Puppy's name, I'm like, I know that name. Freaking out. He was on both sides of the field. I was like, oh my God.
Nice job.
Thank you. So we'll have to.
Great. We'll see you later. Have a good